pretty good.
Yeah. I will admit I'm a little gamer myself.
I want to be a full-time gamer, but too much time burned, wasted,
Mm.
some say. But I would like to say to those people, educational video games are out there. Those are a real thing, like educational video games. So
Yeah, I
I
mean,
would love for you to go search those up and come back to me, and let's see what you say then.
all right. So let's start off on our first topic. Skyrim mods. Now, there's been so many mods. It's actually reaching now up to 253 mods total, and I think that's a little bit overwhelming for a system. What do you think, Andrew?
I think that it's an okay amount. I mean, like they you need a lot of mods because mods allow you to change the game to what you want it to be. So the more mods, the more things you're able to do to the game, the more options you have, and something that gamers really want more of is options in games. Because sometimes a game is specifically structured a specific way, and some gamers like to have to do whatever they want, really.
I've also heard in the Skyrim Remastered that they had this mod of guns where you can use like bazookas, machine guns, and stuff like that. I feel like that's not supposed to be like that's not the feeling for Skyrim. It needs to be just the normal weapons, and that mod shouldn't have been invented. What do you think?
I think that, I mean, it is a little overkill in some sense. Like, the game isn't really meant to be that futuristic. It's meant to be more, not really medieval, but, like, in kind of in that era in
Yeah,
some sense.
sort of the
So
future.
so I feel like guns might be a little overkill with this type of game, but I don't feel like they're completely wrong with making it because the more options. I mean, some gamers who might actually want to, experience some type of shooting type game in Skyrim might want to
But
do
wouldn't
that.
that take out the difficulty because of with Skyrim when you hit someone, their life would go down a little bit, but with guns it's like a one shot and they're done.
If it's a one shot, I think that's a little overpowered. Yeah, I think that could really take away from the fun of the game. But I mean, if they like dumb it down a little bit and have different weapons have different like type of stamina and not stamina like damage, then that might make more sense. But an insta kill is a little overkill.
Mm.
Didn't.
Uh, so what were some things that you wanted in what item mods you'd want?
Well, I think that they need to add an item search because it's really hard to see what type of items are in your inventory, especially in Skyrim, because while they do have separate little tabs that you're able to go to different things, I think you need a search to allow you to just go through everything you have for specifics or non-specific types of items.
I mean, yeah, I can see that with organizational. I mean, all they have in organizational is by alphabetical order, and they have the weapons and stuff. But that's still hard. I mean, I've had times where I'm overweight and I can't find what I want to take rid of. I know what I want to take rid of, but I can't find out.
Yeah. Another mod would definitely be the map of Skyrim because I feel like they really need to get a better map because I feel like maybe we need 3D mapping
Yeah.
because that'd be nice to know about mountains and type of different terrains and also if there's different types of elevations that you might need to get prepared for to actually go on the trek.
I've heard rumors lately that fast they want one mod to take away fast travel because so-called fast travel is cheating.
Fast. That's something that gets me a little mad because to be able to fast travel, you actually need to go to the location
Right.
first, and then you unlock it, which is kind of like you're not really cheating. You're more like doing the same thing that you did the first time you went there, except, different.
I mean, there's some times where I think the reason why the fast travel was there was for you to go to a place that's close to the place you want to go, so you don't have to wait like an hour playing the video game, walking through like all of Skyrim, for example,
Yeah, because
or Fallout, whatever game you're playing. It'd be too difficult, I think.
yeah, I feel like that would add so much time to a gamer that he wouldn't really want to continue because with fast travel, it allows you to cut down on timing, which allows you to do more fun stuff that you really want to do instead of just hiking through and possibly getting attacked because in Skyrim you can get attacked while walking and
Yeah.
it's easier because with fast travel you're not really getting attacked so easily. Another mod would definitely have to be realistic needs and diseases because Skyrim I feel needs more types of diseases and things that you see happen because Skyrim is based off of, old times and new times.
But my friend actually explained this to me the other day. Skyrim is actually the future after a nuclear war explosion, and it has it pretty much converted back to the medieval sort of ways.
Yeah.
Because that's all they had left.
So
So-
if it was a nuke, wouldn't they have mutated animals and, diseases?
Yeah.
Which would probably make more sense. And also, if they did revert back, that means that they lost medicine and other type of stuff. So wouldn't there be more frequent need for medicine, and there would also be rampaging diseases that would make sense.
Mm.
But another would definitely have to be weapons and armor.
Oh
Because,
yeah.
because I feel like they need to have like weapons and armor. Like one, they've got some really nice armors and stuff, but I feel like there needs to be different coloring or customization
Yeah.
of it, so you're able to kind of make it your own. Because when you see most players, you see them wearing a specific type of armor, which is the dragon scale, right?
Yeah, that's most of pretty much people that don't have any. That's like maybe bounty sometimes they're wearing dragon scale because that's all they have, and that makes the game harder. I think that's more of a challenge. But and also with that, when you play Skyrim, some of your costumes I don't like is that you could have a really good armor like a helmet, but then the body not go with the
So
body
you're
not
saying
going
that they
helmet.
need to have like full costumes.
Oh, not
Armor-
full costumes.
not costumes, full armor sets to
Yeah,
like give you.
But they
more of
do
an
have that, but
immersive
they have it like spread out
experience.
across the worlds,
Yeah.
and I think that's kind of a little difficult. So like what you said, if you can, like maybe if you got an item and then you can customize it the way that your armor is made already on you.
Yeah. Another one would definitely have to be like a type of magic, because while
Right.
we do have like Fuzarda and like a bunch of those other dragon shots, I think like they need like just full on massive chaos magic, so you're able to just, when you're finished with the game and you just want to do something stupid and fun, you're able to just let it all out and just bring a tornado or a cool storm or just, shock someone with lightning.
But that's pretty much like if you want to be a magician. There's like different types of people that want to play. I mean, you
Yeah.
can. That's what you have to set at the beginning.
Yeah, I understand that. I would also like to have maybe like a more vehicles,
Yeah.
because I feel like it would be cool if you were able to do like different types of vehicles, because the game feels like it's more specific on a
I
specific.
wouldn't say vehicles. I'd just say like
vehicles.
horses, or maybe instead of killing a dragon, you could actually ride it.
Oh yeah, like someone was talking about with me that there actually is a few mods that allow you to do that, but most of them are paid mods.
Yeah.
But I think like they need just a basic mod, not anything insane, not like a Dragon Island or whatever. Like I've seen some mods where you go to an island and those are all a bunch of friendly dragons and you can ride them. I feel like they need like just a specific type
Like
of
if you-
saddle or something that you can just throw on.
Yeah,
one.
if like instead of killing the dragon, you can just go
Oh,
like,
yeah,
okay,
or, like-
make a choice, kill or train. That's
Oh, that's cool.
but I feel that Skyrim also needs to have more story choices because that's Skyrim's thing. But they make some points where you just have to choose one or two.
So Skyrim's more of like a
RPG. That's
RPG,
exactly what it is.
more of an RPG. Yeah.
Action RPG.
Mm.
The next game we sort of want to go over is Kingdom Hearts 3. There's been rumors, or not just rumors, they've said that they're going to tell us. They brought out some dates, and then the dates came up, and they're going, okay, we're going to push it back more. And then finally they say they finally completely stopped and haven't told us any dates. What do you think that's like fair?
Well, it might be a marketing strategy, kind of, because maybe they were trying. Maybe it's a marketing strategy, like they're trying to get more hype for the game,
Yeah.
like No Man's Sky, where they were kind of telling us a bunch of things, and then it wasn't really. But this game probably will most likely be, because Kingdom Hearts is a well-known game, and
Yeah.
the
Well-known
people
Disney.
usually deliver on what they're telling you. But it may also be because they've been working so hard and they're just kind of losing steam right now, and they realize this and they're kind of trying to push back the date so they have more time to fully develop the game, because especially with like a few newer games that have just been released, they've been pushed so fast and so hard, especially with the new Nintendo Switch, which we'll get to later. They've been finding bugs and glitches within the games because they pushed them so fast and so hard to get them out there that they just weren't able to debug them enough. And hopefully Kingdom of Hearts, the reason they're doing this is so that they can give us a more, less buggy, more play type of game.
I also figured out that Kingdom Hearts came out with another one, but it's what Kingdom Hearts does. It likes putting points in it, like 1.2, 1 point something in between, and then some people will be like, say I played the first one, and then just went to the second one. There'd be some spots where it'd be like, okay, what's going on here? I can't remember. I don't. I think that's more of a marketing, like you said, a marketing thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they should have the in the halves. What do you think?
Well, they might be trying to fill in gaps between the games, so that you have a storyline. But it may be. I think that the biggest problem that I'm finding here is that I've actually heard a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, and I've heard some things that people say that they wish that they wouldn't pull so much from the back, like other games. Like they pull in storylines and references from other games, and people get confused. But you've played
Final
them,
Fantasy.
so are they do they do that in the
They
sense that it's too
sort of,
confusing, or is it?
It's like some characters. There are some like new characters will come from the Final Fantasy games, where you have to play the Final Fantasy to fully get the character, but you can play it and still understand them, but you won't know their complete back. Like I remember one guy, he was a complete surfer, and he said back in the good old days, I used to do. Oh, I'll tell you at another time. And you'd go like, what happened there? But
So they're trying to. Maybe it's actually a marketing strategy because you kind of want to buy the games to learn what
and
is.
Square X is also doing Final Fantasy in that.
Yes, more types of pulling, more types of marketing strategies which gamers like but don't like about companies that they really try and make it so that you buy their other games because one, it's good for the gamers because they're people who've actually been in with the company and people that have actually played most of their games understand it and they're like, this is cool. They continued off of that and now I understand what happened. And they're able to piece together like people like the lore of the game.
Yeah.
But people who have never played the games before might be really confused, which is something that I find companies need to really work on, is that they need to put less of other games and really focus more on what's the story of this game. But, I mean, it's cool for people that have played the games because it actually gives them a reason to play the other games even if they haven't played them before.
Yeah. So our next game is Spider-Man for the PS4, and I must say it looks completely fun for all you comic fans that are in love with Spider-Man. I know I am. It looks as though it's only sold for the PS4, it looks like, but it looks amazing graphics.
Yes, they've really updated the graphics in this game, which is something that they really needed to do, because with the regular Spider-Man games, they haven't really had any like 4K or like really nice types of graphics, and this brings a whole new aspect to especially the comic world where you're able to see your favorite characters in 4K, which is something that a lot of games haven't done yet and is going to be pretty nice with the PS4.
I'm pretty sure most comics have done that, like comic games. I'm pretty sure most of the Batman games are in 4K.
Most of them are in 4K?
I'm pretty sure like Arkham. Most
of
the
Arkham might
games.
be. Okay, maybe not the newer game. Maybe I'm getting this wrong.
Which one? The Tels. I know it's not like it's been a lot of
newer games.
It's been.
Yeah. Okay, but maybe this is better for Spider-Man because Spider-Man hasn't had a 4K game yet.
Yeah.
Which is cool because we finally get to see what Spider-Man is going to look like in almost real life because 4K is kind of what we see. And that'd be really nice to see what type of graphics and be able to web sling in 4K.
Yeah. Be Spider-Man 4K.
Ooh. But something I really wanted for most of these games that we're talking about is virtual reality.
Yeah.
Because imagine swinging Spider-Man in virtual reality. That's just
It'd be amazing.
ah,
You'd be able to be Peter Parker.
it would be so nice. And I think Skyrim might work well with 4K
Yeah.
because of like the swords and the arrows, just pulling out an arrow behind your back, just letting loose, just fighting a dragon one-on-one.
So we're sort of running low on time, so we're gonna have to go to the next game. System actually. We wanted to talk about the Nintendo Switch.
Yes, and what problems has this console been facing already only after 2 weeks on the market? Now, the Nintendo Switch, while it is a good console and has been doing quite well in sales, in fact, most stores have been needing to buy a ton more because they've been selling out. The problem is that the Nintendo Switch might have been shoved too fast, too furious for what it is. See, the Nintendo Switch is a great console, but the coding inside of it may not be so great. The fact is that the console, people have already been hacking it.
Yeah.
And the problem, it's only been out for 2 weeks. Who's to say people won't get into the main code of it, which is the mainframe of it, in just a few weeks?
Yeah, that means they hadn't fully back it up. That means.
Yeah.
And didn't think of, oh, okay, what can I do here to stop this from happening, or someone hacking this spot.
Yeah. And the games do look nice. I mean, I must admit that these new games for the Nintendo Switch look nice, but I see problems with people talking about how, after a certain point in specific locations, if you do specific things, they've been finding bugs, glitches, and even black screens within Legends of Zelda and other games.
So you were talking about some hacks. What are some of these hacks?
Well, some of these hacks is that, well, to be able to use a console, or the internet, per se, more, you need a browser that's kind of like a link that kind of, goes into the internet. And the problem is that people have actually been getting into the console's browser, the Nintendo Switch's browser, which you're not really supposed to do. Now, with other consoles, you actually can. For instance, the Xbox, you can use Bing, which is their search engine. But with the Nintendo Switch, you're not really supposed to go into their browser, but someone has. And the problem is that the browser isn't meant to obtain YouTube videos and other types of actual internet things. It's just meant to connect to the internet so you can pull things from the Nintendo store and other online entertainment purposes. But people are exploiting this, and who's to say that people won't be able to actually get in, like, spawning and stuff with The Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
Which could be a big problem because while The Legend of Zelda is a great game, the reason that this is bad is that people are going to be able to start spawning in weapons, armor, and other things that they're not supposed to get until way farther in the game, which can be really exploiting the game and will not make it much more fun and will probably break the game eventually.
Yeah. Probably take it off market too. So we got a couple minutes left, so we'll go briefly on this other topic. The app WWE Champions, it has skyrocketed these past couple of weeks. It's been out for about maybe not even a month, maybe a month or two, and it's like almost come number one on most of the app stores, and I think that's an amazing thing from here. It's an RPG crystal moving game, and I think that's what's pulling everyone in.
Yeah,
Also
because of like Candy Saga,
Yeah.
and, all those other games which have crystal things. I think that this company might be a little bit backtracking and taking something that's already become iconic. And
I will say this: I've
forward.
played it like once just to see what it was like, and I remember when I was little watching wrestling, and I loved it. And so, basically, what it is you get three things, three powers, sort
Okay.
of, and with that, you smash 3 gems, and you'll hit your other opponent with those gems, and it'll take damage to them, and it shows it on the top of the screen.
So you're throwing gems at.
No, it's
So-
like
Here, have $1,000 gem.
no, you're doing it's like the Candy Crush and
Ah.
everything like that, but you're just taking
So
those.
you do moves like
Yes.
after you. So do you get to choose your moves, or is it like laid out?
You get to pretty much crush it, and then it shows you up on the top what it would
Do you
look
have
like.
like a health or something?
Yes, you have a health meter.
Ah,
And
one.
And then you have 3 things you got to fill up with a certain amount of gems to crush. It's a pretty fun game. I thought it was fun. It also shows some of the older people in the game, like from WWF.
What be WWF?
WWF was the original before WWE got sued, but I'm not allowed to say that much, so I couldn't go that far.
Ah, okay. So we believe that is the end of our show, and we hope you people have enjoyed this beautiful episode of
Video game update.
And we hope you guys have completely enjoyed this.
And have a new perspective of video games. I'm AJ.
I'm Andrew. See you next time.